Hello YouTube friends, I'm Juan Camilo Osorio from Bogota, Colombia. I'm a big cookery enthusiast, and to kick off this video, I want to share with you a memory my mother has about this dish. She says it brings back some childhood memories because her mom, my grandmother, used to prepare it for her with lots of love. Hey, did you know that in my beautiful country, Colombia, we don't just have cultural richness and incredible biodiversity, we also have vibrant food culture? And today, we're going to focus on one of those culinary gems. I want to share a bit about Bogota's gastronomy, and more specifically, about a traditional dish in my family. Our story begins long before the city of Bogota even existed. On the savannah lived the Muisca people, an agricultural society that cultivated corn, potatoes, quinoa, and arracacha, and used herbs such as huascas. Their diet was largely vegetarian, complemented by river fish and small game. In other words, there was no beef, no pork, and no chicken on their table. That will come later. With the arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century, everything changed. They brought cattle, pigs, wheat, rice, sugarcane, spices, and new cooking techniques. What followed was a fusion, Muisca ingredients blended with the European ones, giving birth to the foundation of Bogota's cuisine. Warm broadly dishes perfect to the cold climate, always carrying the sense of abundance that brings family together. During the 18th and 19th centuries, cattle ranching spread across the savannah, and beef became an important part of the diet. But here's the catch: not everyone could afford the most tender cuts. Working families and farmers turned to what was cheaper, fibrous, thicker cuts like Sobrebarriga taken from the lower chest of the cow. And this is where the magic of tradition begins, transforming the humble into something unforgettable. In taverns, in working-class neighborhoods, and in family homes, Sobrebarriga began to be prepared in many different ways, but always with the same essentials: patience, time, and flavor. This is how Sobrebarriga and salsa, also known as the famous sudado, was born, gradually becoming a true Bogota classic. What was once considered the meal of the poor eventually became a must-have dish in traditional restaurants and even at family celebrations. Sobrebarriga and salsa is not just a dish, it's a piece of collective memory. It represents working-class Bogota, neighborhood cooking, and the gatherings where a single pot is enough to feed everyone. It is tradition passed down from generation to generation, and it continues to be part of the capital's identity, alongside dishes such as ajiaco, changua, and fritanga. Keeping this tradition in mind, if you're not in Colombia to try this delicious dish, don't worry, I'll show you how to make it yourself, so let's head to the kitchen. To begin our Colombian recipe, we shall require the following ingredients: beef belly, cilantro, bell pepper, chopped scallion, the green tops of the scallion, chopped white onion, grated and diced tomato, potato, avocado, garlic powder, paprika, black pepper, oil, salt, and rice. The first step is to add a drizzle of oil and sear the beef belly. Till it has been brown on both sides, cover it with sufficient water and add cilantro, the green tops of the scallion, bell pepper, and salt before sealing the cooker. Allow it to cook for approximately 50 minutes or until the meat is tender to the touch. While the meat is cooking, we shall prepare some rice. First, it must be rinsed, then lightly sauteed with a bit of onion and garlic powder, and salt to taste. Remember, for every cup of rice, 2 of water are required. To make our stew, add a little oil to a pot. Then, toss in both the scallions and white onion, letting them saute until they turn translucent. Next, add the grated tomato, garlic powder, paprika, black pepper, and salt to taste. Once our stew base is ready, pour in a bit of the broth from cooking the beef belly. Then, add the washed and peeled potato along with the beef belly itself, and let everything simmer together for about 15 minutes. For our guacamole, we've already mashed the avocado. Now, let's add cilantro, diced tomato, chopped onion, and a pinch of salt to taste. Once everything is cooked, all that's left is to plate it up. And this is how our dish turns out. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they can discover how beautiful Colombian gastronomy truly is.